Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pokemon fans of the world, Mega Crashers here, and although I don't bring a Pokemon-related video, this video is going to be an interesting watch in itself. And this involves around the hashtag WTFU. And what that stands for is, where is the fair use? Because where exactly is it? I mean, seriously, there has been a lot of incidents and a lot of controversies that's been taking place on YouTube over the last little while. We have things such as false DMCA claims, to false video takedowns, to channel takedowns, and pretty much having the monetary values of the videos that have been falsely flagged stolen. And I had actually just come from Proto Mario's video, all of which brings up really good points. So if you guys want to go ahead and check out his video, I'll leave a link in the description box down below, as well as leaving a link to this article in the description box down below too. So the article titled, YouTube response to hashtag WTFU claims it will strengthen communication with creators. Okay. And you see a picture here with Doug Walker from the Nostalgia Critic on the channel Awesome. And it is actually a really good channel, and this is a very, very smart individual. He is the one that started the whole trend WTFU, and my god, is it ever, like, just spreading like wildfire, and rightfully and gladly so. So let's go ahead and read this article here a little bit. YouTube has responded to the criticisms of its copyright policies, with the video sharing site insists that it will improve its communication with creators following many high-profile false copyright claims. So here's a good example. We had I Hate Everything just recently have his Damn Daniel falsely copyright flagged by some Merlin company or whatever the fuck their name is. And the thing is that when you falsely copyright flag somebody, the monetization from the video that you are attempting to copyright theft on, it actually goes to them. And even if your video is given back to you, meaning you have all the rights to it, you lost within that period of time all the monetization that that video had accrued to the person that had falsely flagged your video. And that right there is big flaw number one. What I think needs to happen with all of this stuff is that, okay, so say if you were to have your video falsely flagged, like say if I had a video that was titled, I don't know, ice cream or something. We'll just say ice cream. And somebody had falsely flagged my video. Okay, so I think what should happen that would, in fact, make everything go in the right direction right from the get-go is, rather than the monetization going to that person that holds the false copyright claim, it should go into a separate sort of account, meaning that whoever the winners of the dispute is would, in fact, get that money. That right there would make YouTube's copyright system 100 times less abusable, because you got all these people that can easily go around and make false copyright and false DMCA claims, and, you know, get money for free, essentially, off of someone else's work. And that's criminal. That is essentially being a criminal and robbing people of their money. Now, the consequence of doing that, if you were to get caught in the act of filing a false claim, would have your YouTube channel shut down, essentially. And that right there, it may sound like it's a very severe consequence, but in the grand scheme of things, it actually isn't that severe, because somebody could just easily turn around and make a new channel and do the same thing. Now, there are things like IP bans and all that stuff, but you have things such as libraries, you have things like phones and iPads and all that stuff that can very easily create another channel with a private or a different IP address. And you know, you can proceed to pretty much do the exact same thing as you did the first time around. And that right there is definitely not okay. And this is where a lot of us are stepping up and saying, look, enough is enough. We are tired of this shit. Seriously. Like, you got YouTubers like I Hate Everything, whose channel got mysteriously shut down for absolutely no reason. Not a single notice, not even a copyright strike or whatever, just a straight up takedown of that channel, right? And it had stated that there have been quote unquote numerous violations of spam and misleading and repetitive content and whatnot. But how do you pick up any of those things from I Hate Everything's content? It is a parody channel. It's meant to be funny and stuff like that, but yet it somehow gets flagged as spam. It's like, okay, that's really weird. And here's where the second flaw comes in. When you have all of these false claims and all of these really, really absurd things happening, it seems to me that all of the YouTube moderators and admins are not paying attention to, doing their job. And where the worst thing of it is that these people may not even be real people. They could be bots, like these automated things that happen, right? These automated things that happen that are like, okay, well, how does something like I Hate Everything suddenly have his channel completely, shut down, terminated, That seems like extremely fishy, obviously. And it's stupid, because if something like that can happen to one YouTube channel, it can happen to a lot of other YouTube channels. I mean, hell, if we rewind all the way back in 2012, Shofu's channel actually got terminated for no reason. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how did that happen? All of his content fell under fair use, because he is a Pokemon channel, Pokemon gaming channel. And, I Hate Everything does feature a lot of movies and stuff like that, but the thing of it is, it's all done out of parody. Same with Team 4-Star. Their channel is about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, mostly, and all of it's done under fair use. And their channel got taken down. It's not okay. And it seems to me that all this shit wouldn't happen if YouTube didn't have bots in their administration in the way of having to deal with things. Instead of real people dealing with things, which I can guarantee you that all this shit wouldn't be happening if there were real people that was looking over this. Instead, you got robots that are programmed to act a certain way and, pretty much either do something so minuscule or something so extreme, such as taking down channels. And that's not okay. So, with all that being said, let's continue to read the article here. Hashtag WTFU, an online campaign set up by Channel Awesome founder Doug Walker, asked, where is the fair use? Amid a wave of controversy regarding copyright takedowns of videos and channels that were legally covered by the Act of Fair Use. YouTube's pandering to corporations dealing out these copyright claims and complete disregard for the rights of the creators saw them being faced with a massive negative backlash, with Walker's campaign quickly generating momentum as well as other well-established YouTubers jump on board. You got well-established YouTubers like Grade A, Under A, I Hate Everything, Channel Awesome, all banding together, and a bunch of us smaller people. And this right here really should shake things up. And what I mean by shake things up is shaking things up the right way. I'm talking about people who are the head of YouTube should see this shit and be like, whoa, this could be a disastrous effect right now to our platform. Because even though YouTube is, in fact, the leading platform for videos, if this shit was to keep happening, do you realize how many people you guys would be losing from wanting to make videos on YouTube? Like, YouTubers would be leaving in droves and going to something like Vimeo.com, Dailymotion, you know, like a bunch of smaller video platformers that could easily grow from the YouTubers that you end up losing because of all this stuff happening, and they feel like, and rightfully so, that nothing is being done. I mean, even until now, yes, there has been a response. Let me just go ahead and scroll down a little bit. Now, YouTube CEO Suzanne, I'm not even gonna pronounce the last name. I don't want to butcher it, so I apologize for that. Has spoken out about the campaign, thanking the YouTube community for its feedback, adding, "We're listening." Okay, that right there is a start. But the thing of it is, Susan, is that, you know, ever since all of this has come up, it seems to me that all this stuff that we're fighting against it's not stopping. It's not stopping. In fact, it's gonna keep on going until we put our foot down and we drive this son of a bitch out of the park. And we need, okay, we all need to band together, okay? Like, picture this, okay? Picture this. YouTube is a country, okay? YouTube's a country. We are the citizens. The content creators, the commenters, everybody. We're all citizens. And then the criminals are these sons of bitches that go around falsely flagging down videos, falsely, you know, making DMCA and copyright claims onto videos to get money. They're the criminals. But it seems to me that these people, they can get away with it. They can get away with it without any consequence, or with very little consequence, meaning a simple channel shutdown. Oh, well, you know, my first disposable channel just got shut down. Well, let's go ahead and make another one. Oh, let's go ahead and, you know, let's go to grade A under A, or Channel Awesome, or I Hate Everything, or Drama, or something like that. The really big channels. Let's go on their channels and start falsely flagging videos here, there, and steal more money, you know? Bring in that revenue, baby. Bring in that free revenue that this greasy-ass motherfucker doesn't deserve. Because I am a talentless, worthless piece of shit that can't get off my ass and get a real fucking job and make money for myself. Whereas instead, I'm gonna go around and rob other people of their hard-earned content, of their hard-earned money that they actually live off of. They need and depend on that money to support themselves, support their families. You should know. You should put two and two together and know that this shit's not okay. It would be just like in real life, okay? You picture people that live, you know, normal lives, average normal lives, and they have jobs that, you know, whether they be working at Burger King or working as a security officer, and having criminals rob us. And even if it's brought up, even if it's reported, nothing being done about it. You see what I'm trying to say? Do you see the comparisons here? Yes, I understand that they seem like two vastly different scenarios, but the result and the consequence are the same thing. The point I'm trying to make is that these people are robbing people of their money from their jobs, being to make videos for a living. And that's not okay. And like I said, you know, it's going to be driving a lot of people off of YouTube. Like, they're going to be leaving in the thousands. Because if this shit doesn't get dealt with, they're going to say, well, fuck this. I'm getting the fuck out of here, taking my shit with me, and I'm going to go to a place like Dailymotion or Vimeo or whatever the fuck other video sites there are to upload. We gotta stand the fuck together. Wake the fuck up, YouTube. Seriously. So here's the tweet right here. Thank you at YouTube community for all the feedback. We're listening. And it shows, you know, grade A, under A, Channel Awesome, I Hate Everything Official. Now, granted, you know, Susan, she is the, you know, CEO of the YouTube community, of YouTube. You know, she's got a lot on her plate. She's got a lot to deal with. You know, she's one person. She's doing the best she can to deal with it. But the thing of it is that this has to be dealt with, and dealt with, you know, fiercely, dealt with strongly. okay? We can't just, we can't just go around and give everybody that does a shit a little slap on the wrist by taking away their channels, because they could easily do it again. We need to stand the fuck up, step the fuck up, and do something. And we need to also, okay, we need to make sure that we change the copyright system, because the copyright system is fucking flawed, okay? Like, like I said, instead of the person who makes these copyright claims and have the monetization go to them, put it in a separate account, and whoever the winner of the dispute is gets the money. How hard is that? It's like a legal court system, okay? If a person is suing another person for $500 because they stole money from him, it's like, or whatever, like fraudulent or whatever. Like, it has a lot to do with fraud and false stuff. It's like, rather than having that person, okay, rather than having that person with the money, have the money in sort of like a neutral balance, like in the middle, whereas whoever the winner of the court case is gets the money, rather than the criminal already having the money and they're possibly not being able to do anything about it. Because if there's not enough proof in a court of law, they throw the case out. I was actually a witness to a court case myself back when I was in cop college. I'm not going to go into the details, but let's just say that the court case that I was a witness to got thrown out. No one was punished or anything like that because there wasn't enough detail, there wasn't enough proof. So, that being said, let's continue on with reading this. So she posted a link to a statement from YouTube policy team member Spencer, which you can read below. So, let's go ahead and read it. I've been a member of the YouTube policy team since 2008, and throughout that time, I've seen how your input has helped YouTube get better. For example, when I started on YouTube policy, we didn't have appeal process for video removal. Through user feedback, we realized that we needed to establish a channel for users to alert us to our mistakes. We eventually launched an appeal form for age restrictions, and just recently launched an appeal form for videos rejected due to policy violations. YouTube isn't perfect, but thanks to your feedback, we were able to learn quickly and get better. And that's understandable. Here's the thing. No one's perfect. Not a single entity or a company or a being or a group of any sort is perfect. YouTube included. These people, they're trying to do what they can to make everything better. But it still doesn't change the fact that there's all of this stuff that's going on. Like, how do you justify I Hate Everything's channel being shut down for no reason, and him being sent a very, very flawed statement as to why his channel was shut down? Everything was fucking here, there, everywhere, and made no sense. And how do you justify, okay? How do you justify Team 4-Star's channel being shut down for no reason? How do you justify all of these false copyright strikes and all that stuff? You can't. And the thing of it is that rather than having automated robots do these things and do things by default, you need to have real people look into this shit, Yes, I understand that there are millions upon millions upon millions of videos on YouTube, and it would take the entirety of the staff on YouTube for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to be viewing all of these videos. It would take them years upon years upon years to evaluate each of these videos and try and match two and two together as to, okay, where did this copyright material come from? Or like what video did this person use in their video, kind of thing. Like, I understand it would take a pretty fucking long time. It would take a long ass time, but let's seriously like, we gotta do something. I'm not saying that we should be doing that to that extreme, but maybe, just maybe, hire more people. You know, have better programs, better automated programs, like tweak things up, update things, you know, things like that. So let's go ahead and continue on here. Recently, there have been a lot of discussion about the enforcement of our policies, from video takedowns to channel demonetizations. We want you to know that we monitor video takedowns very closely, and while this hasn't seen a big change in the overall rate of removals, it's true that we do make mistakes. For this, we're sorry, and we strive to do better by you, our community. Okay. Okay. you can't shit talk or argue that. You know, people make mistakes, as I said before. But it seems like, though, that these, for you saying that you monitor these very closely, then how, again, do you justify I Hate Everything and Team 4-Star being taken down? When, if you say that you monitor everything closely, don't you think you should have protected that from happening, maybe? Or, you know, like, intervened when something like that was happening? Now, granted, their channels have been reinstated, as I said. But for the amount of time that their channels were taken down, all the views, all the subscribers, all the money that they could have gained didn't happen. Done. That's it. So, that right there, you know, I'm not saying it could have essentially broke them, but it definitely does make a difference in the grand scheme of things. So, let's continue with this article here. The good news is that the feedback you raise in comments and videos on YouTube and beyond is having an impact. It's caused us to look closely at our policies and help us identify areas in which we can get better. It's led us to create a team dedicated to minimizing mistakes and improving the quality of our actions. And it's encouraged us to roll out some initiatives in the coming months that will help strengthen communications between creators and YouTube support. We'll also make improvements to increase transparencies into the status of monetization claims, and of course, we're working to implement these improvements as quickly as we can. We will continue to take your feedback seriously. Okay. So, obviously, you know, a very heartfelt and very sincere post right there. And, you know, it's believable. I can give these guys the benefit of the doubt in this regard. But I'm thinking that if you guys want to make a real big change that is going to make a million times worth of difference, is the attempt to, well, not the attempt, the way of minimizing copy fraud by, like I said, rather than all the monetization going to that person that filed the false copyright claim, goes into a separate account, and whoever wins the dispute gets the money. That way, there's no harm, no foul. The criminals don't get to run off in the night with the money that they stole. That right there, that's a big change. That would be a big change that would definitely make a big difference. It really would. And, you know, frankly, I don't see why this hasn't been implemented sooner. But better late than never. Make it happen, YouTube. Make it happen. Seriously. What else is there? Wow. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of the article, but we got one little bit left. It remains to be seen just how seriously YouTube is taking this campaign and whether or not it will inspire a change in the way it deals with copyright claims. With YouTube essentially having a monopoly on video content right now, YouTube creators aren't left with many other options if they want to carve out a career outside of the site. But with hashtag WTFU having gained a lot of traction, it seems like those in charge are finally taking notice. Okay, so, wow. So, essentially, this article is pointing out that the admins and the CEO herself of YouTube are, you know, they're acknowledging that all this stuff is happening, and they are going to see to it that it gets done, like that something gets done about it. Now, one small thing that I gotta mention before I close out this video is that on Proto Mario's video, he mentioned that there was somebody who had made like a 1-some-odd minute vlog video of them sitting outside on the porch. And somehow, some way, that video got copyright claimed. That video got fucking copyright claimed. And I just gotta ask, it's like, it's literally no different of a kind of video than, say, if I was to make a 2-minute video of me talking to you guys about random shit. Like, I could be talking about my day that I had at the gym or at work or something like that. And it somehow gets copyright claimed. What? How does that even happen? Seriously, like how the fuck does that even happen? Like, I don't understand. Like, by implication, are you saying that people can easily go to, like, blogs and falsely copyright claim people's videos? Like, that makes no sense. Like, that's not okay. So I'm gonna end this video right here. Bit of a lengthy video, so I do apologize for that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, then I guess feel free to give this a like. If I didn't say this already, the link to this article will be in the description box down below. And I'll even go one step further, like I said, if I haven't said this already, to linking Proto Mario's video in the description box down below, because his video brought up a lot of good points. And I definitely think that it would be definitely worth a watch, because the way I see it is knowledge is power, and the more knowledge you have, the better and stronger your case will be if you want to take this to the next level. And I feel that with Proto Mario doing this, it is going to aid a lot of us smaller YouTubers into being able to stand up and do something about this, because Proto Mario, he's at almost 400,000 people subscribed to him. Technically speaking, though, he's like, what, 372 some odd? I can't remember. But the point is, he's got a big channel. That means a large audience is going to be watching his videos. And they're going to be spreading this message around like wildfire. And, that's a good thing that a lot of big YouTubers are stepping up and spreading this kind of positivity and this kind of message around to say, we need to do something about this. Where is the fair use? Wake the fuck up, YouTube. Seriously. Make YouTube great again. And also, make YouTube grade again. Meaning, grade A under A, because grade A under A is awesome. He is somebody I look up to, obviously. So, I'm going to end this off right here. If you enjoyed this video, as I said, give this a like. And also be sure to rate, comment, share this video, share this channel, and subscribe to Mega Crasher in the community today. Because you already know the deal by now, my friends. When we are a community, tightly packed and tightly knit as one, we shine brighter than the sun and the moon combined. Woo! So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next upload. Take care!